long run. I resent a love that's earned. It's a lesson learned. I bite down on my tongue. I'll be here in the long run. I resent a love that's earned. It's a lesson learned. Lesson learned. I bite down on my tongue. I'll be here in the long run. I resent love that's earned. It's a lesson learned. I bite down on my tongue. I'll be here in the long run. I resent love that's earned. It's a lesson learned. Lesson learned. Earned. I bite down on my tongue. I'll be here in the long run. I resent a love that's earned. It's a lesson learned. Lesson learned. Earned. I bite down on my tongue. I'll be here in the long run. I resent love that's earned. It's a lesson learned. I bite down on my tongue. I'll be here in the long run. I resent love that's earned. It's a lesson learned. Lesson learned. Earned. Okay. I listened to Lily's second song, and that's not what this is about. I'm using it to make a point. And it's better than the first one. Do you know how rare that is? Where your first two songs you put out are that good. And what she's doing in that second song called Supersonic, I so hear her father in that. She has that ability that he had or has to do interesting, cool chord progressions in the vocal. And a chord progression, for laymen that don't know, it doesn't necessarily mean multi-note chords. Chord progression is the basic foundation of music. The root note, your first note in your scale, is called the tonic chord. The fifth note in your major scale, I believe, is supertonic. I can't remember. So your first and fifth are most powerful. Your third is next powerful. Now, if you start flatting those notes, now you're making different scales that have different sounds, which you would use for your progression to write your song, do your vocal, your guitar part, your bass part. Drums don't have to worry about that. There are such a thing as tuned drums, but don't worry about that. She has the ability of her father, and she demonstrates it lovely in that song, to sustain notes and do interesting chord progressions during the sustain. And she so reminded me of him doing like Reach Down or something. He had this ability to really sustain notes long and in an interesting manner. And it's one of the hardest things to do as a singer. That's why a lot of singers don't do it. Everything's chopped at the end. That's how you kind of know a real singer from a not a real singer. She's a real singer. And what she's doing vocally is not easy, son. There's parts I'm having trouble with. And I'm on a rather advanced level. It's the only reason I could sing it in 10 minutes, close to what it is. Because I've been doing it for so long. That's the only reason. Not because I'm so wonderful. But I was waiting for something like that. That second song she did. Because I knew it would come. And it's not because of the music they put to it. That's not what I mean. They went a little tiny bit of grunge with it, which is awesome. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about she has that soul that he has. And you could really hear, you could hear him in a lot of the things she's doing in that specific song. And I was so impressed. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And at 2 minutes in, 2:10, something like that, into the second song, Supersonic, they do this changeover. I love shit like that. I love bug out cool shit that you're not expecting. And it also shows the talent of a band when they can do changeovers like that, and it's not difficult. So about 2:10 into the song, there's this changeover into this breakdown kind of really cool thing. You must hear it. It's brilliant. And again, I thought again as I was listening to it, I'm like, there's not one musician I'm looking forward to something they're releasing. Not one. The older bands, Pearl Jam and all them that I liked, they're just not doing what they used to. And that's fine, you know? People change. They're not talented as fuck. Tool's over with. Kind of over with. As far as going somewhere new and creative, it's just kind of over with. Unless they prove me wrong. Whatever, man. It happens to almost everyone. Not everyone's able to keep that magic going their whole life. And they get to a point where they just ain't about it anymore. Whatever. So, not that Venom will pump out a nice one here and there. Don't get me wrong. He does. But we're not going to get, the album 10 again. We're not going to get that fire, that, that hunger. We're just not going to get it again. That doesn't exist anymore. And that's natural. That's normal. So I was listening to this. I'm thinking, I can't wait, till she does more. And I was thinking she's the only one that, I'm looking forward to whatever comes next. There is not one other group. And the mainstream people that you all listen to these days, right in the garbage bin, son. Every half-ass rapper that wants to be a singer using auto-tune, hits that get 6 billion downloads, straight fucking garbage. I have more talent in this little finger than all of them combined, son. Drake, all of them. Garbage. Fucking garbage. They're nothing but half-ass almost poets that gotta talk with auto-tune. That's how bad we are. Even SCA, she's singing with auto-tune now. She used to be a good singer. I don't know what happened. Probably the industry just ruined her. She used to look like a normal girl, too. My God. All that straight garbage that I hear every jerk off, it don't matter if they white driving a pickup truck, they black driving a Nissan or whatever they drive, it don't matter. I hear the garbage coming out the auto-tune garbage. These people think they're talented. It's so sad. Lily and her little finger has more talent than all of them put together. They're nothing. Absolutely nothing. I can't think of one amazing singer that's doing anything. I can't think of one R&B rap person. That's the mainstream now. And it's all auto-tune cheese done on a computer by some guy, I can't remember his name. There's no talent there, son. There's no soul. There's ex-drug dealers talking. And they need auto-tune to talk, son. That's how pathetic they is. A lot of the singers, too, man. I'm just not impressed, son. It's fucking sad. Ed Rock is fucking dead. There ain't nobody. Nobody. Except really old men. 50s, late 40s, 60s, 70s. But then there's this. No auto-tune. Real fucking talent. Next generation from the greatest male rock, metal, vocalist in general. And she got the gift. And her band is good. Not just her. That's it, son. That's all I got. I can't wait till the next thing. And those two songs she put out, my excellent. Didn't push too, none of them did. The music, they didn't push too hard. They didn't try and go into something that they're not about. And you know what, son? They put some real art forth. And I haven't seen that in a long damn time. I'm listening to Susie and the Banshees from 40 years ago. I'm listening to older Cure albums that I'm usually listening to from the like fucking early 80s, not even mid 80s. I'm listening to, Sneaker Pimps from 40 fucking years ago. Or 30, whatever it is, 25. But then there's this. And that's it, man. There ain't one other artist I'm even thinking I can't wait till the next thing they make. Just her. Just her group. I really hope you guys keep it going. I'm so sorry you lost your drummer. I hope you continue. Don't let it go. You were born to do it. It's all over the music. Don't let it go. Anyway, that's not what this is about. That's just the introduction right there. Meta got ruled guilty in their case. All things they allegedly did, not allegedly, they did, according to the court, to children, making the product addictive. They're sexualizing. There's a whole bunch of different charges. There's now, again, there's commercials on satellite radio every day, all day. I hear them, son. Every commercial break. Is your child acting strange? Did they get on social media? Did they start losing weight? Did they get addicted to the product? Do you have, son, a diagnosis from a psychiatrist, psychologist, of a verified condition as a result? Come on down to Nikki's law firm. We'll get you every dollar you're entitled to. That's a literal form of income now. For all of you, Mr. Sundar at Google, Zuckerberg, the pedophile at Meta, those two especially, 375 million against Meta. for getting kids addicted and fucking their lives up. The pedophile, again, whose website I got thrown off of twice. Fuck you. Fucking pedophile. Now gets gavelled down, and he would be gavelled down a bunch of other times too, but he paid Donnie off right quick. But this case wasn't able to get around Donnie. Or was able to get around Donnie, I should say. So $375 million yesterday, that got adjudicated. The pedophile Zuckerberg. You know, the one who says I can't be on his website. I'm not a pedophile. Nothing's ever been gavelled down on me except for maybe a few speeding tickets when I was like 27 years old. So I'm not a criminal. I'm not luring young children to get addicted to things like Mr. Zuckerberg, the pedophile, is. Google's name all over this too, and YouTube. These cases. There's another ruling today. It might have already happened. I might have missed it fucking around with all this. I don't know. With Google and Meta involved, and there might be another judgment. And guess what, son? Mr. Sundar, Mr. Zuckerberg, all of you, all the social media platforms. Because I'm sure the case coming your way eventually. Because y'all did the same exact fucking thing. When you weren't defaming me, shutting my channels down. Working with the mob. I listened to a lawyer break this all down. And he said, there's about 10,000 other cases waiting in the wings. Mr. Sundar, Google, the adjudicated criminal. You've already been gavelled a criminal once. Son. Another lawyer broke it down. Right after this judgment today, there's another 250 families ready to sue. They're waiting to see what happens. And then the lawyer said, there's another 250. If that's 3 million apiece, times 500, you do the math, son. I find this fascinating. I know you thought you were a monolith and you were just going to fuck with people like me and others. I know. And work with the mob and all that, and you'll get away with it. And none of this would touch you, son. For Google, Vlad took $100 million. Then you gave Donnie tribute on top of that. That's after he used your platform and you allowed him to propagandize the United States and end our empire. I know you thought you'd get away with that too. God has a funny way of working. A monolith. The great Salahadin. Nothing. Matchsticks. To God. So Vlad got your 100 million, then there's all the tribute to Donnie, then whatever damage he's doing to your business as you go more right compliant, and then when you finally do go right compliant, your business is over. In the meantime, you have lawyers doing ads all over the place. Because they found, again, son, a whole new income stream called social media empires that fuck up kids' lives. It's a whole industry now. And after your judgments go against you and Meta again, you got about 10,000 families waiting to sue you. It sounds like a good time. Maybe I'll throw my lawsuit on there too. Maybe I'll get that class action about you sharing all of our info going. Get another, like, I don't know, $600 million judgment. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? My point is, Mr. Pedophile Zuckerberg, piece of shit censorist, except for Russian propaganda, To the fact you'll even change the rules as long as the Russian money's coming in on the account or some money's coming in on the account. I mean, buying ads on your platform. You even made special rules for those people. Don't worry, Google has special rules for them too. I notice it every day. Tim Pool, right at the top of everyone's feed every day, straight up Russian shield, paid by Russia. And everybody knows it. And he paid YouTube for the ads with Russian money, and they know it as well. One subpoena would prove that, son. One. So as long as the money's coming in for Google, Russian money, ad money, whatever it is, you get a little extra leeway. If not, say anything you want. You could even shill for foreign adversaries that want to ruin our nation and have. Who steal $1 million from the, or excuse me, $100 million from the very company that they use for propaganda. So again, with Google, you got $100 million that Vlad stole a few years ago. They got adjudicated a monopolist, a criminal, their whole organization. YouTube's in court. Google's in court again for enticing children, selling crack to children metaphorically, and knowing it and trying it and making sure it's addictive as fuck, having meetings about it. How can we make it more addictive? How can we fuck up kids' lives more? And Zuck just got hit for $375 million, so I assume Google will get hit with something around that amount, if not more. And then again, son, I mean, it's just such great news all over the place. Now you got 10,000 other families just waiting to see what happens with these so they can sue you too. Couldn't happen to nicer cunts. Meta, Google, etc. And again, you may think I'm being harsh. Criminals. But you're an adjudicated criminal. Zuck's a pedophile. All up in the Epstein shit. And Meta's been in and out of court for years, and they paid off Donnie to make one case go away. And now they're in court again, and they got gavelled down doing nefarious shit to children. Zuck's used to that, I guess. That's his forte. $375 million. That's just the first judgment. Another one came today or is coming today. And then Google, YouTube, Meta, 10,000 more suits. Have a nice day, son. Good luck. Monoliths go down too, including you, son. Did you learn your lesson yet? Lesson learned yet? No? I know. Don't worry, you will.